is, why does civil government exist? Civil governments exist to protect our life, liberty, and property. And if you kept within that realm, all governments would be glorious, because they would give you the freedom that you needed and make sure that the government existed for the common defense, and that you could own things and the government wouldn't encroach. Like today, we really don't own things. And so the government they started, the sad fact of it is, it has really deteriorated into a monster. And Jefferson warned about that. He said the government's a beast, and you have to chain it down with the chains of the people, because it could break out and kill us all. And basically that is what's happening right now.
And that's probably why they knew the bear arms.
Oh,
no matter
absolutely.
what, the government will always become a tyrant at some point.
Yeah. Well, during some of those times, they like I was just talking to somebody the other night about that when they in Williamsburg took all the gunpowder out. Well, who was it lecturing on that? And then Leland was marching down there. They had like 5,000 to 6,000 people marching down to Williamsburg and saying, you better put the gunpowder back. We don't trust why you took it. And so, yeah, removing guns and removing the weaponry and the ability to fight back has always been a major tenet of warfare all the way back to the very beginning of time. I mean, it's very simple. If you steal somebody's weapon and then pick a fight with them, obviously you're going to win. And so this is something that mankind has always been concerned about. In other words, really, the Second Amendment protects all of our other rights and amendments, and the truth is that biblically people don't understand it. It's entrenched in Scripture. Jesus said that a man was a good man if he knew what hour the thief would break through and steal, then he would not suffer him. So what he was talking about, that's talking about not protecting your life but your property. So Jesus said that a man's considered a good man if he physically stops somebody from coming in his castle. Castle doctrine comes out of that. And then Jesus also stated that if my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight physically. And so, by the way, if you don't think Jesus is serious about that, stick around, because during the 1,000-year millennial reign, they will indeed fight. He will rule with a rod of iron and will come with a sharp two-edged sword coming out of his mouth. He's not coming with party favors and, birthday cake. He's coming, boy, is he mad. And so he is going to dominate and have that type of a kingdom, the 1,000-year millennial kingdom. Now, it'll be a time of peace because Jesus Christ is an absolute monarch. Okay, there's a monarchy during the 1,000-year millennial reign. So the idea that self-defense is Christians should just lay down like Mennonites believe and just let people trample on us. The Bible, nor really any kind of common sense, says that we should ever just lay down and allow people to rape and pillage and commit genocide against us, lest we, are found not to have turned the other cheek. Turning the other cheek has nothing to do with saving the weak and the defenseless and defending women. It has nothing at all to do with that. If you study the passage out, it's not talking about warfare at all. We have every right, yea, a responsibility. In fact, I would say that if a man doesn't provide for the needs of his household, and the first need he must provide is that of protection, because it's hard to eat if you're not alive, and so his first responsibility is to feed them. No, it's protection. And you can go down the list, because if they're not alive, they can't do A, B, C, and D. So that is really, a man is an infidel if he doesn't provide protection for his family.